Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you'll find this recipe to be one that you want to hit that like button on, subscribe, and then also hit those notifications so you get all of our recipes as they post. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Today, I'm going to show you how to put together a super simple cookie recipe. This is called a magic cookie. Okay, magic. I'll tell you what that magic is whenever we get into this recipe. Hang out with me and we'll put this one together. Now let's stir the pot. To start this recipe, you want to get an 8 by 11 baking dish. You can use a 9 by 13, but keep in mind you use a 9 by 13, those cookies are going to be a little bit skinnier. You will want to prepare it. I have hit this with a little bit of cooking spray, and then I'll also put some parchment paper in it with a little bit of an overhang. This is going to help us get these cookies out. And then set it to the side. For our crust, we are going to need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. My oven's ready. That will be approximately 12 crackers. Now, you can crumble these up with a rolling pin. I'm going to be using my food processor. So I'll be putting 12 of these in the food processor. I have my graham crackers in here, and now I'm going to be adding a little bit more goodness to this crust. I'm going to be adding 1/4 cup of pecans. And I did roast these. I tell you, if you don't roast your nuts, you're missing out on some good flavor. They do taste so much better when they're roasted. Now you're going to hear a little bit of noise. Those are chopped up finely, and we're going to add 1/2 cup of melted butter. Butter always makes it better. It's going to pull this crust together for us too. And then you're just going to pulse this. This is all together now, and I'm going to remove it. Sit here for right now, and then we're going to bring our baking dish back over and start pulling these magic bars together. I'm going to put my graham crackers with the butter, our crust, into my baking dish. Now, what makes these magic? I know I said I was going to tell you what it was, but we do not get out a mixer with this. In fact, we don't even have a mixing bowl. The magic is this comes together all in one dish, and it is delicious. After you get your graham crackers in your baking dish, then grab yourself a fork and mash this down as even as you can and definitely as tight as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's all pressed in. Now we're going to start adding lots of goodness to this magic cookie bar. We're going to start off with chocolate. What I have here is dark chocolate and semi-sweet. You can use milk chocolate if you want to. Depends on how big your sweet tooth is, okay? Because this is going to be some sweet goodness. And just spread them out across there. Next, we're going to be adding some heath bites. So just sprinkle these across as well. You know, the heath toffee, like the heath bars. This is just the toffee. You can find it in your cooking aisle. It's going to be right there near your chocolate chips. But it is a toffee or heath. Next, what are we going to add next? Let's add some coconut. So this is toasted coconut. You do not have to use toasted if you don't want to. I just prefer mine toasted. It brings out a little bit more of a nutty flavor. And then we're going to spread this out a little bit. As you see, I've got some mountains here and some valleys. Next, I'm going to be adding some walnuts. Guys, as always, my recipe will be down in the description. That will have all the measurements for you. And again, this is such an easy recipe, guys. This will be perfect for the holidays. It's also perfect if you want to, after you cook it, cool it, wrap it in plastic, and put them individually in the refrigerator. Good for all those little fingers running around the house to just grab one. Now we need some glue to this, don't we? We need something to make it stick together like a bar. For that, we will be using condensed milk. Now, this stuff is so good you can put it on a flip flop, but you'll use a whole can of this and you're just going to pour it over your ingredients. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's some sweet goodness, let me tell you. We're going to use the whole can on it. So, this is why I use my dark chocolate and my semi sweet, because this is going to be sweet. And we love it like that. So now again, what we're going to do is use our fork and we're going to press this down just a little. It's really sticky, guys. So have a soft hand with this one. Okay, this is ready to go in the oven at 350. Be for 25 to 35 minutes. Guys, our magic cookie bars are out of the oven, and you want to just leave them in there until they start getting a little brown on top. Ours took 28 minutes, but every oven's different. But you can take a look here. They are beautiful. I'm going to sprinkle the top of these with some coarse salt. If you had some salt flake, that would be better, but I don't have any. But this is going to balance out a little bit of that sweetness when you go to eat these. You want to do this when it's hot. That way the salt sticks to it. We're going to let these cool for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to come back and cut it. Our holiday magic cookie bars are cooled now, and I'm going to take them out and we're going to cut them. So this is why that parchment paper is so great to use with these magic cookie bars. Look at that. Look at the edges on that. Let me give these a cut and let's take a look at them inside. They're crunchy. They're ooey gooey. This is going to be so delicious. Take a look at that cookie bar. That is going to be so delicious. Look at all that chocolate, the coconut, of course the graham cracker, and the nuts smell delicious in it. So let's see how it tastes. That's incredible. For a cookie bar that took no more effort than this, it tastes like I was in the kitchen a whole lot longer. Guys, this will be an excellent dessert for you over the holidays. Or you can put these in your cookie exchange or take them to church or have them at your holiday parties. I hope that you have enjoyed this recipe. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe and hit those notifications so that you get all of our recipes as they post. And until next time, stir the pot.